In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 20th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Nationals versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Washington Nationals and Milwaukee Brewers will begin a 3-game series on Friday night at American Family Field. Washington is having a tough season at 13-26 after dropping 2 of 3 to the Miami Marlins. Although it did avoid the sweep with a 5-4 win in 10 innings on Wednesday as a favorite, Milwaukee took 2 of 3 from the Atlanta Braves, capped by a 7-6 victory in 11 innings as a favorite, and continues to lead the National League Central at 24-14. This was a one-sided matchup last year, with the Brewers winning 5 of the 6 matchups, and they have not dropped the season series to Washington since 2015. The Nationals are 20-41 in their last 61 road games and 29-67 in their last 96 overall. The Brewers are 5-1 in their last 6 home games and 20-9 in their last 29 overall. The over is 19-7-3 in Nationals' last 29 road games. The over is 10-4-1 in Brewers' last 15 overall. The Nationals are 1-5 in the last 6 meetings in Milwaukee and 1-5 in the last 6 meetings. While it is still early in the 2022 season, it has already become apparent that these teams are on opposite trajectories this year. The Brewers should once again be among the cream of the crop in the National League with excellent pitching and an improved lineup, while the Nationals appear destined for the National League East cellar. Milwaukee will hold a distinct advantage on the hill Friday night, with Eric Lauer pitching excellently over his first 6 starts. Look for him to bounce back from a shaky outing his last time out. Eric Fed has been up and down all season for the Nats and will struggle in this one against an offense that is averaging close to 5 runs per game. The Brewers are 4-1 against the run line in Lauer's last 5 starts, while the Nats are just 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 overall. The Washington Nationals have offensive issues as it is, and now they're going up against a pitcher in Eric Lauer who has allowed 26 hits and 10 earned runs in 34.2 innings while striking out 49. Eric Fed has been great this month, allowing 13 hits and 4 runs in his last 16 innings, but he gets little run support half the time. The Brewers are easily the more trustworthy spot here. Between a bad pitching staff and ugly defensive numbers, the entire run prevention unit for the Nationals has struggled mightily, which is going to make it very difficult to keep up all weekend with a contending team like the Brewers. The Milwaukee Brewers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In their respective last 10 games, the under has hit just 7 times in those combined 20 games. The over has also hit in 4 of Washington's last 5 road games and in 11 of Milwaukee's last 15 games. The starting pitching matchup is Eric Fed for Washington and Eric Lauer for Milwaukee. In their last 3 respective starts, the total has gone over in all 6 games. The total has gone over in 4 of Lauer's 6 starts and in 4 of Fed's 7 starts. The Brewers rank 6th in the league, averaging 4.81 runs per game, while the Nats rank 19th with 4.19 per contest. Both teams have flexed some offensive muscles this season, with Washington ranking inside the top 5 in team batting average and the Brewers ranking 4th in home runs. Look for a deep Milwaukee offense to make life difficult on Fed, who has lasted more than 5 innings in just 1 of his last 5 starts. The reemergence of Josh Bell adds another dimension to the Nationals lineup, giving some much-needed support to Juan Soto. Expect both bats to factor into Friday's action. The over is 7-3 in the Brewers' last 10. The over has been hot for both teams lately. The over's trends are strong for these teams lately, and whenever Fed or Lauer are on the mound, there is a good chance of a high total. Look for that trend to continue. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Houston Astros. Texas and Houston will meet for the second game of their 4-game weekend series on Friday night. The Rangers entered the series on a 4-game winning streak after sweeping the Angels, while the Astros had dropped 2 out of 3 at Boston. Texas is 22-57 in their last 79 road games and 8-3 in their last 11 games as an underdog, while the over is 4-1 in their last 6 games overall. Houston is 7-0 in their last 7 division games and 19-7 in their last 26 games overall, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 home games. It feels like a gift to get Texas at these odds given this pitching matchup. Perez has been phenomenal since his first start of the season, posting a 0.84 ERA over his last 32.1 innings on the mound. He is facing a dangerous lineup, but the Astros have not been consistently performing well at the plate. They are nearly in the bottom third of the MLB in batting average, so there is some value to be had in fading them. Javier has not been going deep in his starts, which means that this will be a bullpen game for Houston. I get the reasoning for backing either side here, but Texas has been playing fairly well as of late, and Martin Perez has been arguably the Rangers' best starter this season, while the Astros are the better team, but Christian Javier was just torched in his last start, and the Rangers have done a good job at battling the Astros hard for the most part so far this season. Martin Perez is having a great season, and despite the Rangers' bats struggling across the entirety of the season, they're averaging 7.5 runs per game in their 4-game win streak. Texas bats are able to stay hot, and Christian Javier struggles for the second straight outing as the Rangers upset the Astros on the road. On paper, the Astros are a far better team than the Rangers, but I like the underdog in this matchup. The Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. The Astros are priced high in the betting market due to the talent that is in their lineup, but they have not been able to come through on a consistent basis. They have gone under the total in 12 of their last 18 games, and they have cashed the under in 15 of their last 20 games against an American League opponent. Texas is one of the worst offensive teams in baseball, going under the number in 6 of its last 7 road games. These teams have hit the under in 4 of their last 5 meetings. The Rangers are averaging 4.28 runs per game and 4.14 runs per game on the road. They average 2 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Astros, with Houston giving up 2.92 runs per game at home. The Rangers will be held under their average in this game. The Astros are averaging 4.42 runs per game and 3.92 runs per game at home. They averaged 4 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Rangers, with Texas giving up 3.5 runs per game on the road. The Astros won't score enough runs to push the score over the total. The Astros and Rangers played under the total in their last 4 meetings. The under continues to be a value play in games involving Houston. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Twins versus Kansas City Royals. Minnesota will be looking for its 3rd straight series victory when it opens a 3-game series against Kansas City on Friday night. The Royals had their 2-game winning streak snapped in a loss to the White Sox on Thursday afternoon. Minnesota is coming off one of its best outings of the season, blowing out Oakland in a 14-4 final. Minnesota was off on Thursday, but they are hoping their bats stay alive after pounding the A's for 14 runs on Wednesday. They are at the top of the American League Central with enough cushion to suffer a bad weekend and still be there on Monday morning. I.F. Luis Ariz is helping to make the top of the lineup very effective. T-Versatile infielder is hitting .323 and is sandwiched between top hitters O.F. Byron Buxton and S.S. Carlos Correa. Kansas City just completed a rare 5-game series on Thursday, losing to the White Sox. Unfortunately, the Royals are about where they were expected to be this season. 3B Bobby Witt Jr. has not pushed them back to respectability, and with C. Sal Perez struggling, the offense is pretty anemic most nights. There are just too many spots in the lineup where they are getting next to nothing. 1B Carlos Santana and SS Adalberto Mondesi are both hitting under .200 and in and out of the lineup. Lefty Devin Smeltzer has just 1 start so far this season, a solid outing against the Guardians. In his short career, he has had limited success, so it is hard to know whether he has made any tweaks that might tilt in his direction. Fellow lefty Daniel Lynch got hit pretty hard as a rookie last season, but this year he has shown some improvement. In 3 of his 6 starts this season, including his last one, he has given up 0 ER. Minnesota is the favorite on the road for this series opener and probably will be all weekend long. Smeltzer is not much of an arm to lean on, but I guess makes the Twins the favorite makes sense given how unreliable the Royals are, especially at the plate. I am not thrilled about the premium you have to pay, but just because Lynch has had a few games, I can't overlook the overall ineptitude of Kansas City Royals. The Minnesota Twins money line is our full game side pick. I actually feel decent about the pitching situation for both teams, even though neither starter is a household name. Smeltzer threw 5 strong innings when he was called up for a spot start his last time out and is trying to earn the final spot in the rotation. He is facing a Kansas City lineup that does not pose too much danger to opposing pitchers. Ranking in the bottom third of the MLB, the Royals will be expecting another solid outing from Lynch, who lowered his ERA to 3.3 with 5.1 scoreless frames in his last start. Kansas City's leader in home runs and RBI will not play on Friday, and the total has finished under in each of the Royals' last 4 and in 35 of the Royals' last 53 against the team from the American League Central. The total has finished under in 17 of the last 26 games that Minnesota has played in Kansas City and 4 of the last 5 games overall that the Twins have played against the Royals. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.